What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive, and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And so for today's video, we're going to be talking about House of the Dragon episode 5. Now, last week, I didn't get to my episode 4 reaction video sort of thing, so here are my quick thoughts on it. 9.5 out of 10. All right, moving on. So yeah, spoilers for this video, in case you haven't seen it. We're gonna be talking about House of the Dragon episode 5, season 2. All right, so the episode picks up immediately, right after the Battle of Rook's Rest. You know, everyone is pretty sad about Princess Rhaenys, the queen that never was, her death, because she went out like a boss. And we see Corlys Velaryon at Driftmark, just sad. And the actor who plays him, I'm forgetting his name, he's really good. And you can tell that he gave a shit about this woman that he loved. Throughout all the characters in House of the Dragon, including Game of Thrones, I think those two loved each other the most. And that was quite apparent. So you can definitely feel the loss on that end. You know, obviously Rhaenyra is feeling a loss, and even the Greens are feeling a loss with the injury of Aegon and, you know, Aemond's kind of ascension to not king, but vice president, if you will. What this episode does really well is still continue the story, but not have to rely on action. So I feel like a lot of times the people who watch, you know, Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, as the later season progressed, it got more action centric, and I felt that more people were just there for the action. And because I've seen a lot of people talk about how this episode was slow, it was just building stuff, blah blah, and I'm like, that's House of the Dragon. What are you talking about? The action scenes are just like the dessert. They're not, you don't need them to have the show be good. And it's not really what they're about. So I have to disagree with people who said this episode was boring. I didn't think that at all. This episode was great. And it did things, it built on character. It progressed the ongoing situation. It progressed the Dance of the Dragons. There's a lot of more political machinations from this episode. You really feel the loss and the disrespect that Alicent's feeling when she's in that small council meeting and Aemond basically kind of, you know, one-ups her and becomes the new stand-in king, while she, who has done the job prior, is just stewing in her seat. And I love how the camera's just zooming in on her and she's just festering inside. She's like, I hate men. It's great stuff. That's really what this episode is. It's you get what people are going through in each scene. My only conflict with the episode is Damon. I think it's time that he actually does some stuff now, because he's more like just losing his mind, and it's great. It's never boring. I don't want to say it's bad. It's not bad, but I think it's the weakest right now of all the other storylines. We need more Damon doing shit. There's that. Now I will say, once we pick back up with the Greens, when the Green Army is dragging Melee's dragon head throughout the streets, everyone's like, oh, this is weird. And I really like that because, you know, for these people, because this is not Game of Thrones. And so the dragons aren't really known to be killed in battle. And you never really had dragon versus dragon in Westeros. And so it's like seeing Superman being dragged throughout the streets dead in a casket. You're like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. How is this possible? And, you know, it's just, I really like the reaction, how the attempted see what we can do. It's more yeah, but it's pretty dark. You know what I mean? It's kind of scary. And when it comes to the end of the episode, I really liked how Jace is like, hey, we should just go through all the documents and just pick and choose the Targaryen blood that we have for mating in this realm. And Rhaenyra's like, that's a great idea, because you know, they're doing the whole sowing the seeds kind of thing. You know, the Targaryen bastard children or the Valyrian bastard children will be getting dragons and lessons on how to do it and stuff. And I really like that a lot, because then because I think for people who have not read Fire and Blood, I think the audience is asking who are these random characters we keep, you know, checking in with? Obviously we know who Adam Allen are because of, you know, last week's episode, but who's this guy and who's that? All that sort of just kind of comes into the same pot, and you're like, oh, they're bastards. That's why they keep showing us these random people, because they have dragon blood in them and they have the potential to ride a dragon, help one side or the other. It's great stuff. But yeah, no, I really like this season a lot. My only critique is I wish it was 10 episodes, because I missed 10 episode seasons of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, because it already feels like it's almost over. There's still 3 episodes left. But yeah, those are my thoughts when it comes to episode 5, season 2 of House of the Dragon. And as always, I'm your majestic sayer of words, SuperCliff. And if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button. And also hit the notification bell so you'll never miss out on an upload. and so you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite House of Dragon news, stories, updates, and this fantastic Westeros world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on House of the Dragon Episode 5? Do you guys like this season so far? What's your favorite episode? Write all your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.